What is going on, everybody? It's Roller Coaster. We got the best coaster of the year weekly series right now. Last week, you guys voted for the best coaster of 1986. You voted for the crazy roller coaster at Nanahill Amusement Park that has that awesome onboard audio sex drug. Yeah, this is the Aero Vekoma Custom Looper because the Aero went bankrupt while they were building it. Very, very cool. This defeated Starjet over at that Brazilian Washington Highland, Japan park, that awesome looking Togo that I think looks better than this, unfortunately. But I mean, I think this is all right. It kind of has the airtime pop and some weird wonky inversions, some nice laterals, probably some intensity. But I think Starjet it just has the insanity. The it just hauls ass. Because you're. I'm talking about the backward version of Starjet. I wouldn't have you vote for the same coaster already because you already voted for King Cobra Kings Island. But the backwards, you're hauling backwards. You got an intense vertical loop on Starjet. You've got a bunch of airtime. You got a bunch of or one helixes. Uh, but I'd say Starjet is a whole lot better. And Grizzly at CGA might have been okay in its heyday, but now it's just kind of lame and kind of bleh. And yeah, it's done an all right wooden coaster. It's not as bad as people say, I don't think. But there's also Scream Machine slash Ninja at Six Flags St. Louis, which I hear is pretty terrible. So there's that. But it's very similar to this in that Aero went bankrupt and Vekoma took over because it was the same time period that they were building it. So that's pretty interesting. Anyway, let's move on to this week. You're voting for the best coaster of 1987. Your choices include Big Boom at Nassau Highland, the Meisho Custom Looper; Vortex at Kings Island, the Aero Custom Looper; Leesburg Bahnen at Leesburg, the Schwarzkopf / Zero Custom Terrain Mine Train; and BMRX at Kobe Protopia Land, which is now known as Nightmare at Camelot Theme Park, which is staying not operating, unfortunately. This is the Schwarzkopf Zero Custom Mine Train. So you guys are going to vote for one of those four coasters in the top right corner of the video using that little eye. And I will not see you later because we got some more coasters from 1987, and we have this awesome, exciting arrow to point which coaster I'm talking about. So the very interesting Bat at Canada's Wonderland, the most mundane, boring boomerang of all time, opened this year. Also, Big Thunder Mountain at Tokyo Disneyland, that opened. That's pretty cool. Also, quickly, my thoughts on Big Thunder Mountain at Disney World, because I did have a trip there about a month ago, and Big Thunder Mountain did surprise me. I got a foot of room. Yes, a foot of room. They don't care how far down you put it. As long as you pull up on your lap bar, you're fine. I got some nice standing airtime on Big Thunder Mountain about 3 times. That was pretty all right. Probably a 7 out of 10 ride. So that's pretty cool. Also, Dream Catcher at Babajaan Land with that awesome arrow is a Vekoma swinging turns coaster. So like Vekoma kind of took over Aero's concept of suspended coaster, and they just made a much more boring, basic version of it, really. And there you go. That's that interesting yellow layout. Also, Iron Dragon at Cedar Point, the true Aero suspended coaster, which is kind of one of the weaker ones. Pretty tame. Probably the weakest one still operating. But still a cool ride for sure. I've ridden it. It's a little tame, but it's got that cool portion over the water. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Also, Halilintar, or in English translated from Indonesian, Thunder. That's an Aero loop screw, so like one loop, 2 corkscrew, that model at Dunia Fantasi. So that's Indonesia. Very cool. That kind of a late opening for an Aero loop screw. That's interesting. Also, Hillbilly Coaster Texas Bronco opened this year. That is a Meisho Wild Mouse type deal. It's got a brown layout. It's just like the Wild West. It's Hillbilly Coaster Texas Bronco. Freaking awesome. Also, Vikingo at Parc d'Attractions de Montfouille. That's probably not how you pronounce it because that's kind of more like the way you pronounce it in French, but I don't know anything. So yeah, that's like a shuttle coaster where it's basically just a butterfly, except it's a credit and it's really weird. And that actually is still operating at Zaragoza, Parc d'Attractions de Zaragoza. That is still operating, but now it's enclosed and it's called Ramses. So if you guys want to check that out on RCDB, you can always do that. So some really, really weird rides in 87, but really cool rides for sure. So I'm going to see you guys later. Signing off. Have a great one.